Hi everyone. Okay, let's try the two exercises that I assigned from 5.2 in the chapter. So you can find the questions on page. It has to do with the cash discounts in terms of payment. And the questions are on page 153 and 154. Okay. So the first problem, on June 29th, Joseph received an invoice for $815.49. So what we're trying to do is find out how much they have to pay. So the net amount of the invoice that needs to be paid. So we have the actual full amount of the invoice, or what we're going to call the list price. And we know that the formula, actually we can go right up to where we were looking before for our previous questions. We've got our net price, we've got our net price equals our list price, multiply that by 1 minus the discount amount. So let's copy that down below. So that we have it. Okay. So we know that our list price, N equals our list price, and that is $8.15.49. Multiply that by 1 minus our discount percentage. So that's what we've got to figure out. What is the discount percentage? So we know the terms on the invoice that we were given were 210, which stands for 2% discount if you pay it within 10 days. 120, 1% discount if you pay it within 20 days. And N60 means that you have up until 60 days to pay the full amount, but you need to pay the full amount. But if you wait until after 60 days, you will most likely be charged interest on the outstanding amount. So they've given you basically terms of 2 months to pay it in full, but they've also enticed you by, well, if you pay within 10 days, I'll give you a discount. Okay, so the date on the invoice is June 27th, and we want to pay it on July 7th, or we've decided July 7th, we've got money in our bank account, and we want to pay it. So on July 7th, what term fits? So if it's June 27th, we count from the next day. So the 28th is day 1, 29th is day 2, 30th is day 3, 1st is day 4, 2nd is day 5, 3rd is day 6, 4th is day 7, 5th is day 8, 6th is day 9, 7th is day 10. So what do we do? So because we're paying it within the 10 days, we can take the 2% discount. So 8.15.49, 1 minus 0.02. Okay, so it's 2%, so therefore 0.02 in decimal form. So 8.15.49. So for the brackets, 1 minus 0.02 gives us 0.98. Oops. 0.98. If we multiply that out, we've got 8.15.49. Multiply that by 0.98, and we have to pay $799.18. Okay. All right, so let's look at the next one. Now it's given us 3 options of the days. How much do we have to pay on each of the following days? So we have the list price. We have N equals, again, we've got 5076.64 multiply that by 1 minus our little d for the discount percentage. So on June 1st, if it's May 22nd, okay, so the date of the invoice, and if you look at the question, they kind of try to trick you a little bit. They got it in the mail on the 25th, but the terms are all based on the actual invoice date. So the invoice date is the 22nd, okay? So because it's the 22nd, on June 1st, we can take 2%. Because June 1st is the 10th day. So we do qualify for the 2%. So 5076.64, multiply that by, well, it's 2%. We figured out in the question above, 1 minus 0.02 gives us 0.98. So 0.98, multiply that out, gives us 5076.64 multiplied by 0.98. That gives us 4975.11. It comes to 0.107, but we're rounding to the nearest penny, because remember, all of this is in dollars and cents. So rounded to the nearest penny is 11 cents. So what if we pay it on June 2nd? Okay. June 2nd marks the 11th day. So we no longer qualify for the 2%, but we do still qualify for the 1%. So we will say N equals 5076.64. That qualifies for the 1%. So 1 minus 0.01 gives us 0.99. Multiply that out, 5076.64. Multiply that by 0.99. Then it tells us the net amount that we have to pay after they gave us a 1% discount is, 5025.87. Okay, so the net amount that we have to pay is $5,025.87. Okay, so June 5th. Well, if June 2nd represents the 11th day, June 5th would represent the 14th day. So that would still qualify for the 1% discount. So I'm just going to copy that. Gives us the same, and paste that down here. Maybe. There we go. Paste. So that gives us the exact same amount if we pay it on June 5th. So maybe we do want to delay it a couple of days. So if we're going to get the same amount on June 2nd as June 5th, we might as well push it out to as close to 20 days as possible, so we keep the money in our bank account instead of paying our suppliers early. Hope this helped. I will let me know if you have any more questions, okay? Thanks, everyone.